Okay, so we will get started October 20th,
Uh-huh.
2022, and we'll start with the assignment. Now, Maureen, did you have any trouble with the assignment?
I do some, but I went house to therapy yesterday and this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I was up like yesterday morning at 5. This morning at 5 o'clock. I went this morning for the appointment with Accessorize.
Oh, okay. So you had your appointment today?
I had an appointment today
Oh, okay. All right.
at
Oh,
9 o'clock in the morning.
yes, I hope you get it because that's so important.
I figured I get it because she told me that she gonna send something to the DMV.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good news because you were taking such long trips to go to your therapy, right?
All I had to do is to try to walk the little steps like a bus steps.
Mm-hmm.
That was no questions, nothing at all.
Oh, very good. Okay. All right. Let's look at our assignment. Now, Maureen, read number 1 and tell me how you. Hello, Chastity. I think Chastity just got on.
The 2 points are plotted on the number line. 15 and minus 5. What is the distance between these 2 points?
Okay. Now, remember we said distance is
Yeah.
always a positive number, right?
Yeah.
So what can you eliminate of these answers?
I put D.
Which ones can you eliminate?
No, the ones that I eliminate A, B, and C.
Why did you eliminate A? Why did you eliminate A, Maureen?
I do the distance.
Okay, but you're starting at positive 5 and you a positive 15, you go into negative 5.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right, let's go to the whiteboard. All right. New share. Let me bring up the whiteboard. Okay, so let me just draw a number line here and put a 0. All right, this is 0. Now, what side is the positive, Maureen?
The right
Right or
side.
left? What side?
Right side.
Right side. So this is the plus side, right? And this is the negative side.
Yeah.
Right? So our negative is a negative 5. So I'll just put a negative 5 here. All right, that's a negative 5. Okay. Now, let me just put over here, I'll just call this part a plus 15. Right. Now, Maureen, if I go from a negative 5 to 0, how many places did I move?
Okay. 5 places.
5 places, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just do this. Okay, so I move 5 places. There we go, right here. Now, if I go from 0 to 15, how many did I move?
15.
That's right. If I add those two together, what do I get?
20.
So what is your answer?
A.
That's right, 5 plus 15. Okay, so try to picture in your number line, if you've got negative and positive, that it's a 2-step process, right? If it's negative, negative to 0, and then positive 0 to the positive number, okay? So it can't be 10, right? Because you can see going from, let me just call this A, right? And this is B. So to go from A to B, I moved 15 places. I mean, total of 20, actually, 5 to the 0 and 15 to the, from the 0 to the 15. So Maureen, is that clear to you now?
Yeah,
Yeah, so try to picture the number line when you're doing these things. You don't have to draw it, but you can have a visual in your mind. But remember, going from 0 to the number is the absolute value. So from 0 to -5 is a 5 spaces move. Just like if this were a 5, that would still be 5, right?
yeah.
It would be 5 to the right and 5 to the left. So if you're going from a -5 to a +5, how many places did you move, Maureen?
-5,
No,
+5, 10.
10, that's right. There's no sign on the distance. So if you go from a -5 to a +5, it's a 10 because -5 to 0 is 5 and 0 to 5 is 5 and 5 plus 5 is 10. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go back to our uh,
I know
topic.
jump up and sleep in, yeah.
Uh,
I say no jump up and sleep in.
okay, so the answer here
It's it.
is what, Maureen? A. That's right. Answer is A. You didn't have to do the number line, but just it helps when you visualize that number line because you're going from 15 to 0 and you're going from -5 to 0. So put those two together, 15 and 5 gives 20. Got it?
Yeah.
So when you're given something like this, you just really add them because remember we're using absolute values, right?
Yeah.
So 15, absolute value is 15 -5, absolute value is 5. So you add 15 and 5 and you get 20. Now, what about number 2, Maureen? Did you do that one? Let me put that all over on the next page so we can have all the answers together.
So what is the value of x in the following equation?
Yeah, but it's and that's x minus 10 absolute value, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so x minus 10 absolute value is what?
7.
What is it?
Absolute. Oh,
If I wrote the absolute value of x minus 10, what do I get?
13.
No, I'm
I
talking
get
this.
7, I tell you.
Okay, let's do this.
It's a 7 from 10 leaves 3.
Okay. All right, let's do this. X minus 10 absolute value. What is that equal to? What's the absolute value of x minus 10? Because within the vertical lines means absolute value. So what would that be equal to?
7.
No. X minus 10.
Yeah.
So
Equals 3.
absolute value. What that? No. X minus 10 would just be x minus 10.
Oh,
Yeah, it would just be x minus 10. In other words, you take out the absolute value and it's just positive. Okay. So if you say x minus 10 is equal to 3, then you write x is 10 plus 3 or x is equal to 13.
mhm.
Okay. Questions? Now, you could have also said, now, actually, this could be really two answers now. Answer C is correct. All right. But what else could it be, Maureen? What
It
else
could be
could it be?
7.
It could be a 7. That's right.
Yeah.
Because I could have said x minus 10. Let me just put that here. Put that here. Okay. So x minus 10 is 3. So then I'll write this again. That take out the
But then you give me 4 answers. You give me A is 3, B is 7, C is minus 30, and D is 91.
yeah, there are 4 answers, but it could be
Yeah.
really 13, or it could be like you say 7. So this would be x minus 10. Let me just take out the the vertical lines. And then that would be X. Let me just make it bigger. Okay, that would be X minus 10 equal minus 3. Okay, so let me just make that bigger. Okay. So if X minus 10 is minus 3, X is equal to what, Maureen?
7.
Yeah, because then if we add 10 to both sides, this becomes X equal plus 10 minus 3. So let me just write that. So this becomes a plus 10 because I'm adding plus 10 to both sides, right? Plus 10. Take out the 10 over here because minus 10 plus 10 gives 0. So a minus 3 and a plus 10 gives you what, Maureen?
7.
7, that's right. So it could still be answer B. Either answer is acceptable, right? But I figured most of you would do the 13, but actually 7 is correct also. I didn't really plan to put the two answers there, but it's a good thing because that way you know that when you have these kinds of choices, you have actually 2 that could be correct. Did you have that one correct, Maureen? You said 13, so you had that one correct. Now, what about the fractions, Maureen? You sent me a message about the fractions. Did you put them as decimals?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So if you put them as decimals, okay.
I divide 9 by 2, right?
Well, this says 2 divided by 9, Maureen. Remember, it's numerator divided by denominator, right?
I thought it used to be bottom divided by top.
No. Fractions, numerator over denominator. Numerator divided by denominator, all right? Numerator is the top number. Let me just write it here. Numerator divided by denominator, right? Numerator is the top number. That's the top number, okay? Top number, putting it here. So that you can just stick that in your mind there. Denominator is the bottom number. That's the bottom number, right? So remember that. Don't invert it now, because that's what you did.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 here is the numerator, 9 is the denominator. You divide the numerator by the denominator. So, Maureen, what is 2 divided by 9?
2 divided by 9.
Yes. 2 divided by 9. Use your calculator.
2 divided by 9.
What is that equal to?
2 divided by 9. Give me 0.2.
0.22. Let's put it in hundreds, all right? 0.22. Okay, then we go to 3 over 4. Now that one you should know, right? Yeah. What's 3 over 4?
75.
0.75. That's right, because you know 3/4 make up 75 cents when you're talking money, right? Okay, so let's go to 5 over 8.
5 over 8.
5 divided by
it's
8.
5 divided by 8.
What do you get in the hundreds?
0.625.
Well, round it off to the hundreds. What would it be? 0. What? 625 rounds off to Okay, let me just put 6, 2, 5, and round it to the hundredths. That's what 0.63. Because 5 or greater, we bump up, right? We bump this up to 3. Okay. Now we at 2/3. Now that one you should know. What's 2/3, Maureen? 0 what?
0.67.
That's it. Very good. Okay. Because 1/3 is 33 of the third. So 2/3 will be 2 times 33 of the third, which is really 66 and 2/3 of 0.666. That rounds off to 7. Okay. Now we at 3/7. Okay. 3 divided by 7. What do you get, Marie?
0.0429.
0.1?
429.
No, hundredths.
100.
It's
30.
0.428,
0.
and that's equal to, in hundredths, what would that be, Maureen?
43.
Yes, that's right, 43, because 5 or greater, it goes up. Our last one is what we call a mixed fraction, right?
Yeah.
5 divided by
5
3.
divided by 3
What does that
into
equal to, Maureen?
1.67.
1.67. Very good. Okay. 1.67. Now you have them all as fractions, right? Now we said from smallest to largest.
Yeah.
So which fraction is the smallest, Maureen?
2/9.
2/9. So you just put that one there. Okay, now let's go over here to the largest. Which one is the largest?
This is 1.67.
Well, give me the fraction. 1.67 is decimal, but the fraction is 5/3, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
Which one?
All right, now let's put the ones, what comes after the 2/9? What's the next biggest?
3 sevens.
That's it. Very good. 3/7. Okay, what's the next one?
5/8.
5/8. Okay. And the next one?
2/5.
What? There's no 2/5.
2/3. 2/3.
2/3. Okay. 2/3. All right. And the next one?
3/4.
3/4. Okay. Let's just bring that over. There were 6, and now we have all 6. They're in order from smallest to largest. Now, if it were from largest to smallest, then you would just flip these. 5/3 would be first, and 2/9 would be last.
Oh,
Now, Maureen, is it making sense?
yeah.
Well, okay. I need you to try another one because I want to make sure you get it correct. Okay. Now remember, numerator divided by denominator, top number divided by bottom number. So let me give you a series here, and I want
What is
these.
it? What is it? These I didn't have right.
I'm-
And I didn't do the 5/8. I didn't round off the 5/8.
You didn't get
No.
5/8 decimal correct?
What I get for 5/8, right?
Hmm.
I had to round it off, right? But I didn't round it off.
Yeah, but see, in order to compare them, you want them all in the same format. So if you put them round off to the two places, that's the hundredths, then you want them all to the 2 places, right?
Oh, I
Because
see.
sometimes you have a number that's the same, and you don't, like if I had this 0.6, this 0.6, then of course you can't tell, right? That's why you've got to go to that second place, hundredths, where you have the 3 and the 7. Now you can see the 7 is bigger than the 3. All right. That's why I said round to the hundredths. Let me just put here, round decimals to hundredths place. You know, from place value, you have tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, right? You remember your place value?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, let's go. I want to give you another series. Now, this says from smallest to largest. Okay. Now, I want you to arrange these from largest to smallest. From largest to smallest. All right, so let me give you the fractions. Remember, you're going to put them as decimals. So let me just put this on the next. Okay. All right. Let me give you these. You'll have 1/3. 1/3, 1/8, 2/5, 2/5, 4/7, 8/9. Okay. 5/2. Okay. And let's see. Give me another. Okay.
1/2.
1/2. Some of them
7.
you'll know already, so you don't have to really. 1.
Yes, over 9.
Okay, so I gave you 8, 5/7, 9/3. Okay. And I'll give you one more. 5/6. Okay, now you're putting these from largest to
Got 1,
smallest,
2, 3, 4,
right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 7.
So I give you a chance to do those.
5 over
Work them
6. Okay.
all to decimals. Some you know already, right? And remember, you're going from largest to smallest. So pick out your largest number, then your smallest, and put the in between. Remember, you have 8 fractions, so you want to put those 8 fractions from the largest to the smallest.
Yeah. Okay, from the smallest to the largest.
From the largest to
Okay,
smallest.
largest. Okay, largest.
Yeah, the first number will be the largest, the last number is your smallest.
Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, 8 fractions. So give me your answers when you're ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hi, Barbara.
Hello.
So did you see that the new person is in, Miss Marietta Martin?
Yes, Maria, is she
Oh.
connecting to audio?
Oh, she's not? Let me
Yes,
see.
there she is, Marietta Martin.
Miss Martin, you have to unmute your mic.
It's mute.
You're on mute, Marietta. No, you're still on mute. You've got to click the unmute.
Click on the microphone.
Click on your microphone to turn it off to.
Look it's
There
on.
you go. There you go. Marietta, hello.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hello.
Are you
Thank you.
familiar with fractions?
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so Maureen, before we continue, let's go back to fractions, just for Marietta. Go back to where I told you about the numerator and denominator. Maureen, you want to explain that to Marietta?
No, Miss Burma.
Okay. All
You
right.
can ask her. Probably you should get it better from you.
Okay, Marietta,
Smallest.
can you see the
Smallest.
screen?
Yeah, I could see the screen. Look,
Oh,
it's
can
right
you
here.
see both sides?
Right here. And you on the side over there.
Oh, can you see my cursor moving here? See my
Right here.
cursor? Okay.
Yeah.
What do
Yeah, I
you
see.
see right here? What is that number right there?
2 9s.
That's right, 2 9ths. 2 9ths is a fraction. Okay, you have numerator over
And
denominator. You could have a
Okay.
slash or you could have a dash, like here. You see,
Okay.
these are fractions.
Yeah,
2
see.
over 9, 3 over 4.
Over 4.
And what that means
5
is
over 8.
dividing. It means 2 divided by 9.
Okay.
The top number divided by the bottom number, right?
Okay.
So that's 3 over 4. That's 5 over 8. 2 over 3. 3 over 7. 5 over 3.
Okay.
So a fraction is a division. It's the top number we call the numerator divided by the bottom number we call denominator.
Okay.
Okay, Marietta, stop me if you have questions and you don't understand what I'm saying. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So 2 over 9 means 2 divided by 9. That means 9 divided into 2. Now, when you divide it, you get what we call a decimal. A decimal has a decimal point, right? Do you have a calculator?
I have a calculator on my phone.
Well, you can use it. Divide 2 by 9. Do that on your phone. 2 divided by 9. Tell me what you get. Two, then the division symbol, and then 9. Enter. What do you get? What's your value? Marietta?
It's 0.222222.
Right, very good. Okay, so we round that off to just 2 places. So that's just 0.22. We don't have to put all the other 2s because we've
No,
made a
I know.
decision. We're just going to round off to the second place that we call hundredths.
Mhm.
That 2 right there is the tenths. That second 2 is the hundredths. All right. So we rounding all of our decimals to the hundredths places. Now, I want you to do another division. Divide 5 by 8 on your calculator. Tell me what you get. 5 divided by 8
Okay. 5.
divided by 5, division symbol, 8.
Point 0.625.
Very good. And we round that off to 0.63. Okay, so now you know how to convert your fractions to decimals now, right? Because
Yeah.
you just did it. Now, what we wanted to put these fractions in order from smallest to largest, but it's hard to put fractions in order when the denominators are different. So the easiest way is just to convert each fraction to a decimal. Then you can look at the decimals and determine which one is smaller and which one is larger. Now,
Okay.
you see these decimals right here? 0.22, 0.75, 0.63, 0.67, 0.43, 1.67. Now, of those decimals, Arietta, which one is the smallest? I'm looking right here. Which is the smallest decimal?
At the bottom.
Yeah, right here. See, I'm looking over here. I'm looking at the decimal now.
Oh, down there. Okay.
Yeah. So see my cursor?
Which one is the smallest?
Yeah, these are the decimals right here over on the right.
Okay.
After the equal
0.2,
sign.
0.22.
Very good. That's the smallest. Which one is the
Yeah.
largest?
The largest is 625.
No.
The largest is no.
Look
Yeah,
at,
the largest is 625.
no, it's not. Look at all. It's 6 of them.
Okay.
These all have 0, but you see a 1 right here. Isn't 1 bigger than
Yeah,
0?
1.657.
That's it. Very good. That's the biggest. So you picked out the smallest, 0.22, and you picked out the biggest, 1.67. And then you put them in order. What comes after 0.22? What's the next biggest after 0.22?
What's the biggest after 0.22?
Yes.
The
You're looking right here.
625.
No. You have a 2, a 7, a 6, a 6, a 4, a 6.
They have 0.75. They have 0.625. They have 0.67, and they have 0.428.
Which rounds to 0.43. Now,
Yeah.
what I ask you, Marietta, after the 0.22, so you said that's the smallest, and that is correct. But what's the next biggest one? What will come after
I
that?
give you what? I give you 167.
Well, that was the biggest.
Yeah. And after that is 0.63.
No,
No.
0.22 is the smallest.
625, 675.
No.
0.75.
No.
0.75.
Marietta, listen to me. You see there's 2 right here, right? It's in this place. Now, when you look at all the other numbers, look at what's in that place and tell me what's the next biggest. Just only look at this place right here. So what's the next biggest?
The next biggest I see is 0.625.
No, what about the 4? Isn't 4 smaller than 0.6?
Oh, you tell me what's the biggest?
No, no. What I'm asking you is, you told me 0.22 is the smallest, and that's great.
Yes.
But did I ask you what is the next biggest after 0.22?
I tell you 167.167.
No, 1.67 is the biggest.
Yeah.
0.22 is the smallest. All
Yes.
these others are in between,
Yes.
right? So once
Mhm.
you write, okay, let me do this. Okay. Once you write the 0.22, right? That's the smallest. 1.67 is the largest.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Now I want to put these others in. See, I have this one, this one, this one.
The second one is 0.43.
That's it. Very good, Maria. That's it. That's the next one.
Yeah.
0.43. Then what comes after the 0.43? What's the next biggest one?
The next one is 0.63.
All right. Very good. You're catching on.
Now I remember. Now I get it now.
Okay, nice. And what's the next one?
The next one is 0.67.
All right. And the one after that is,
0.75.
all right, you got it. Very good. And we said that this 1.67 is the biggest. So now they are in order, right? By the
Okay.
decimal. So all you have to do is then go back up here. Instead of the 0.22, put the 2 ninths, right? For the 0.43, you put 3/7. For the 0.63, you put 5/8. For the 0.67, you put 2/3. For the 0.75, you put 3/4. And then you put 5/3 for the 1.67. So once you get them as decimals, then put the fraction that's equal to that decimal. You got it? So now 0.22 is 2/9. 0.43 is 3/7. 0.63 is 5/8. 0.67 is 2/3. 0.75 is 3/4. And 1.67 is 5/3. All right, Marietta, is that clear?
What you were saying? You say, I can't see. You put it all the way up.
Okay.
No.
Can you
Go
see
down.
it now? I'm over here.
You bring it down a little bit. You say I have to put it in order, right?
Yes, but what did I give you to put in order? I gave you fractions. So once you converted the decimals,
2/9 and 2 3/4.
2 ninths and what's no 0.43 is 3/7, right? See, once you put these in order by decimal, then you've got to put what fraction is equal to that decimal. So 0.22 is what fraction, Marietta?
0.22.
Yeah, it's what fraction? You can look back up here and see what it is.
You got the
2/9.
2
2/9?
ninths, right? 2 ninths, right? And 0.43 is what fraction?
0.43 or 3/4.
No, 0.43 right here.
She said 3/4.
No, it's 3/7, Maureen.
Yeah, 3/7 is
3/7, right?
yeah.
Okay. And then 0.63 is what fraction?
Point what you say?
0.63.
4.63.
Go back up here and you see the fraction. What's the fraction?
4.63.
0.63 is what fraction?
I see 4.63.
Right here. It's a fraction right there. What's that? What is that fraction?
5/8.
5/8, right? And then you go to 0.67, what fraction?
0.67.
It's what fraction? Here it is, right here.
3.
2/3.
Yeah.
Or you could say 2/3, okay?
Okay.
And then the next one 0.75 is what fraction?
5/3.
No, 0.75 right here.
Yeah.
What's the fraction right here?
0.75.
Yeah, but that's the decimal. What's the fraction?
3/4.
3/4. There we go, right there. And then the last one is 1.67, and that's what fraction? It's right here.
Excuse me. Deja.
1.6.
The food.
1.67 is what fraction?
1.67. 5/3.
5/3. Very good. So now I think you understand that pretty much, right? Now what I did, I just gave Maureen another set of fractions that I want her to put from largest to smallest. So what I want you to do is take each fraction and convert it to a decimal. 1/3 equal, do it on your calculator. Okay. Convert that to a decimal and do the same for 1/8. Okay, and then 2/5. Maureen, you have them all in order, right?
You should think so.
Right, 2/5. Convert each fraction to a decimal. Okay, 2/5. Okay. After 2/5, we have what? 4/7. You could go ahead and be doing these, Maria. Convert them to decimals, just like you did before. Numerator over denominator. Okay. 4/7. 8/9. 8 divided by 9.
Deja.
Marietta, when you're talking offline, you go to mute, honey.
Sorry.
So
I
we
have
don't hear
something on
you.
the stove. Hold on, Hold on for a few minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Sorry about that. They're cooking some food.
Yes, okay. I know, I understand. Now, 1/3. Now, divide that on your calculator.
1/3.
1 divided by 3, tell me what you get.
One.
0. What?
0.33.
Okay, very good. All right. Now divide 1 by 8. Tell me what you get.
One by 8, you say?
1 divided by 8. Yes. 1 in the numerator, 8 in the denominator. 1 divided by 8. So you put 1 in your calculator, division symbol, 8. What do you get?
0.125.
Okay, 125, and we round. Now, the last digit, if it's 5 or greater, we go up 1. So this becomes, the 2 goes to a 3. All right. So that's 0.13. Now you go to, because we want all of these to be 2 decimal places. Okay. Now 2/5. What does that equal to, Marietta? 2 divided by 5. What?
0.4.
Yes, 0.40. Okay. Now go to 4/7.
May I ask how you get the 0 by the 4?
Because the 0 after the 4 is the same as 0.4. In other words, 4 over 10 is same as 40 over 100. And the reason I put the 0 because I'm putting them all as 2 decimal places, like 0.33, 0.13, 0.40. I want them all to be 2 places after the decimal point. Okay, and it doesn't change the value. In other words, this is equal to, those are equal. Ariana, you get it?
Yeah.
The
But let me ask
0.4.
you another question. We on this one there, 4 7.
4 divided by
I get
7.
I get 0.57143. All that numbers.
Okay, you got 0 point, tell me what you got. 0 point what?
I got 0.571428571.
I'll just stop here. Now, this number is less than 5, so you're just going to drop it. Okay, this will just become 0.57. Got it? So up here, 5 or greater, bump the number next to it up to 1. So this became 3.
Okay.
Here, this 1 is less than 5, so you just drop it, and it's 0.57. Got it?
Mhm.
8 over 9. Ariana, what is that equal to? 8 divided by 9, what do you get?
I get 0.8888. You know already 8888 until 9.
Okay.
88.
So we round that. See, that number is bigger than 5 or greater. So this becomes 0.89. Okay, 0.89. There we go. Now, what about 5 divided by 2? What do you get? 5 divided by 2, 5 halves.
5 divided by 2. Wait,
5 division symbol and 2. What do you get?
I got 2.5.
Very good. Okay, 2.5. Now 1 over 2. Think of money. What's half of $1? Marietta.
1 divided by 2.
Okay, think of a dollar bill. What's half of $1?
0.5. 0.5.
That's it. Half of $1 is 50 cents. So 0.50. So we have 2 decimal places. 0.50 is the same as 0.5. They're equal. All right. Now the very last one, 5 over 6. What's that equal to?
I got 0.8333.
0.83. Okay, and what do we round that to?
The
2
rest
places.
is 0. The rest is 0. 3.
Yeah, but
0.
if I want to round this to just 2 decimal places, 2 places after the decimal point, what would 0.833 be? What would this be? Point what?
Oh, that one. Oh,
I'm rounding it just to this place right here. So what would I do?
that one I ain't get it yet.
Okay. Remember
I
I
didn't get
said
that
when
one.
you're rounding, you look at your last digit. If
Yeah, the
if
last
it's
digit is
5,
3.
If it's 5 or greater, you bump the number next to it up by 1. If it's less than 5, you just drop it. So,
Okay.
so I want 2 places for this. So what would it be? Point what?
So you have to drop it by
You drop this 3. So what
Yeah.
would be left?
What would be left?
Mhm. Once I drop the 3 here, what would the number be?
0?
0.
No, it can't be
What?
0. It
0
have
point what?
0.3
You throwing away the
or
8?
1.
You throwing away the 8? No, once you drop the 3, Marietta, you just have 0.83 left.
3, yeah.
0.83. Okay.
Okay. Oh, so you drop there, you take out 1 3.
Yes, because if that
You remove
last
1
number
3.
is less than 5, you just
Yeah, you
drop it.
remove 1 3. You remove
That's
1
right.
3.
And now your
Now I
number is
understand what you're saying.
okay. Now this is 0.83. Now you have all your numbers in decimals. Now we're going from largest to smallest. Now look at all your decimals. Tell me which number is the largest out
The
of these
largest,
numbers.
okay, let me see. The largest is
Just look at your decimals here. Which one is the largest?
let me see. The largest is
Look at that. Look at this row right here. Which one is the largest?
0.125.
No, look at here. You got a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0.
Oh,
You have
0
a
3
2
3.
right here. So 2 is bigger than the 0. So this
So
is going to be
yeah,
the
yeah.
largest.
I forget. We had the 2 at the bottom.
Right. Yeah. You got 5
I
over
was looking
2.
on top. I didn't look at the bottom.
Yeah. You got to look at all of the, see, look here. You have 3, 6, you have 8 fractions. So you got to look at all your 8 decimals. So
Yeah.
the biggest one is the one that has the 2.5, right? So 2.
Yeah, 2.5 is the biggest.
That's the
And then
biggest.
you go to
What's the next biggest?
0.125.
No. What's okay? 0.125 is the smallest. So
Yeah.
I'll put this at the end. So now we know our biggest and we know our smallest. Now
Yeah.
let's put the others in between. What comes after the 2.5? Now remember, we're going from largest to smallest. What's
Oh, we're
the
going to the
next?
smallest now?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, the smallest is right here. Tell me what
0
goes
0 0.33.
No. What's the next biggest number to 2.5?
You said, oh, the biggest. You said the
We're going
biggest.
from
You said the
largest to
smallest.
smallest, right?
Okay. All right.
So what comes after the 2.5?
2.5 is the biggest one I see there is 0.8888.
Okay, so that would be 0.89, right?
Yeah.
0.89. All righty. Now what's the next one?
The next one is 0.83.
Very good. Okay, 0.83. And the next one?
0.57.
0.57. Okay. And the next one?
The smallest, the other one is 0.13.
57?
No, we did do 57 already.
Yeah, but if one comes after that, I see another 5.
You see another 5?
0.50. You see that for 1/2?
0.5. No, that's yeah, that's 0.50.
That's right. That would come next.
Yeah.
And what's the next one after
The next one is 0.13. No, that one is 0.40. That
That's
is
it.
much.
Right.
Yeah.
0.40. Okay. And the next one?
0.33.
0.33.
And the last one is 0.13.
That's it. 0.13. And of course, let me bring back the last one up here. The biggest one. Well, we have the biggest one, 0.13. Okay. Was that the smallest one? Is that the smallest one, Maureen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Three,
yeah, it's the
six,
smallest one.
8. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
6,
8.
7, 8. Yeah.
Okay, now, Mary, I want you to tell me what fractions would I put here?
Where?
Got my decimals. What would be the fractions I would put here? Look over on the left side and tell me the fractions that's equivalent to these decimals. So the 2.5 is what fraction?
The 2.5, what fraction?
Yeah, look over here on the left, and then your decimals are here,
The 2.5 is
right here.
the 2.5 is 040.
No, 2.5 right here.
Oh yeah,
Not 2 over
2.5.
5 now,
Well,
2.5. No, you're using the
Glasses,
decimal.
I
You're
got to
using the
look for my
fraction 2
glasses.
over 5. This is 2.5. So what is the fraction?
2.52.
5 halves.
Yeah.
Okay, 5 halves. All right. Now 0.89. What fraction?
0.89.
No, the fractions are all in this column.
Yeah, 0.89 right there.
No,
0.89, 89. 89.
8 over 9.
Yeah,
Okay, make sure you say 8 over 9
overnight. Yeah.
or 8 ninths.
Yeah,
If it's
8
easier
overnight.
just to say 8 over 9, okay?
Yeah.
So 8 over 9.
Uh-huh.
All right, now what's the next biggest?
The next biggest
8.83
is
is what fraction?
5/6.
That's it, very good, okay. And 0.57?
4/7.
4 over 7, okay. All right, 0.50?
1/2.
1 over 2. All right, and 0.40?
0.40 is 2/5.
Right, 2 over 5. All right, 0.33?
1/3.
1 over 3. And 0.13?
0.13.
Fraction
13. Let me see.
right here.
Oh, okay. 2/5.
No, right here, 0.13.
1/3.
What fraction is that right there?
1/3 is 0.33.
No, 0.13 fraction, 0.13 decimal is this fraction.
Oh, 1/8.
1 over 8. That's right. Maureen, is that what you had?
Yeah.
Okay, so you had them in order. 5 halves, 8 ninths, 5 sixths, 4 sevenths, 1 half, 2 fifths, 1/3, 1/8. They're in order from largest to smallest.
Less. Okay.
All right. So
Now I understand. I got to go look for my glasses. From now on, I have to go look for my glasses because I can't see so good.
okay.
I have problem with my eyes. Yeah, I have problem
Okay.
with my eyes. I wear
Yeah,
glasses.
but Marietta, you did good. You did good. Just remember when you given fractions like this, and it's hard to determine which is bigger because the denominators are all different.
Now I learning. Now I'm going to teach my granddaughter because she always say, "Grandma, do you know this one? Do you know that one?" Now I know how to do it.
Very good. Very good.
I know how to do it.
If your denominators were the same, then you could tell which one is bigger. Now, like I'll give you an example.
Okay.
Suppose I gave you 1/5. I'll give you the same denominators now. 2 fifths, 4 fifths, 4 fifths, and 7 fifths. Now they all over the same denominator. So all you have to do is look at the numerators. The smallest numerator would be the smallest fraction. So if I said put these in decreasing order from largest to smallest, which one would go first, Marietta?
Largest to the smallest.
Now, these are all over the same denominator, so all you have to do is look at the top numbers. So
The
which is
top
the biggest?
numbers is the top numbers is 7 over 5.
That's right. That's the biggest. Very good. So when it's the same denominator, you just look at the numerator,
The top
number
number.
on the top, right? What would be the
Okay.
next one?
4/5.
That's it. Very good. Okay. And the next one?
The next one is 2/5
Yes. Okay. And the next one?
and 1/5.
That's it. You got it. So when the denominators are the same, you just look at the top number, the numerator. The bigger the numerator, the bigger the number.
Mhm.
But when they are different, it's best to convert them to decimals to determine the order. Okay? Got it?
Okay.
All right.
Mhm.
Let's go to, all right. Now, are you familiar with the number line, Marietta?
What's the number 9?
Okay. All right.
Which one of the following
let me
is
just
true
put
for
one up
number
for you.
greater than 2?
Okay. All right. Let me just clear. Okay. Let me just put a number line. This is the way the number line looks. All right. The number line has a 0 in the middle,
Mm-hmm.
right? And it has
Okay.
plus numbers on the right and negative numbers on the left. All right.
Okay.
So if I put a 1 here, that's a +1. And the plus is the default, so I don't have to put a plus. Then I put a 2, right? Clear. Let's see if I can do it again. It's not working. Let's see if I can find one. I'll go back to share. No, the number line is just a horizontal vertical line with 0 in the middle, on the right plus, on the left negative. And sometimes the whiteboard doesn't work. I had one up there before. Okay, so which numbers are bigger? Let me just ask you, negative numbers or positive numbers? Which one would you say bigger, Marietta?
In this side?
Yeah, a negative.
On the left hand? On the
Well,
left hand side?
No, just practically speaking. Which number is bigger, a plus number or a negative number?
A plus number is bigger.
That's right. A plus number is bigger than a negative number, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So even though, well, if you're looking at negative numbers and you had a -5, right? And you had a -2, which one is bigger, a -5 or a -2?
Which one you were saying about? Which one is bigger?
Yeah, a
-5 or
-5 or a -2? Let me just, what am I asking you here? Okay. Which is bigger? -5 or -2? Which one would you
For me,
say is bigger?
-5.
No,
It's not bigger than the
no, -5 is smaller. In other words, the further you get away from the number, from the 0, the smaller the number. So a
Okay.
-5 is really smaller
Than the
-2.
negative 2.
Well, just think
Than
of it.
negative 2.
If you owe somebody money, are you more in debt owing somebody $5 or $2?
I'm more in debt.
With which one? $5 or $2?
The $5.
Yeah, that's $5. So
Yeah,
the
$5.
-5 is smaller. In other words, you're more in debt. You've got to get $5 to come to zero. Whereas with the 2, you've got to get $2 to come to zero. Okay, so the -5 is smaller than a -2. So -5 would be the answer. Now, knowing that, Maureen, you want to read number 4?
Number 4, which of the following is true? The number greater than -2.
Yeah. Which of the following is true for numbers greater than -2?
They go ahead, -3 is greater. Only positive numbers are greater. Only negative numbers are greater. D is -1 is greater.
Now, Marietta,
Mhm.
okay, Maureen just read the choices. This was the homework from last time, right? Now, based on what I just said, which one of these you think would be correct? What would you say is your answer?
My answer, which of is bigger, greater?
Which of these is true for numbers greater than a -2? What would be your answer?
Which- but to me, I think is D.
All right, very good, Marietta. Cheers. Wonderful. Yes, because a -3 is smaller. Because remember I said
Yeah.
the number
Mhm.
is bigger, but negative is really smaller. So A is not true because -3 is really smaller than a -2.
Then yeah.
And
And
only
that is it.
positive numbers are greater. That's not true. Only negative numbers are greater. That's not true. But -1 is greater. Because
Then thing.
-1, even though the number numerically is smaller, it's greater than the -2. It's back to like money. Owing somebody $2, you're more in debt than if you owe them $1. So
Yeah.
-1 is greater. All right, Maria, so you did good on that one. All
Yeah.
right. Now,
The boy that said, that person that said it doesn't know.
what was that, Maureen?
A person that said and doesn't know, but they're still calling things right.
Yes. Now, Maureen, number 5. I want you to read it. Tell me the answer.
Okay, -18 plus parentheses -11 equals 2. I've got 29.
What was your answer, Maureen? I don't hear you.
My answer is,
I don't hear you.
oh, I add 11 and 18 and get 29 minus 29. Yeah.
A. That is correct.
Yeah.
Now explain to Marietta why that's correct.
Because 2 negatives become a negative.
That's right. When you add 2 negatives, Marietta, did you hear Maureen?
Mhm.
Okay. When you add 2 negatives, add 2 negatives. Okay. Answer is negative. Okay. When you add 2 positives, what's your answer? Is what? Negative or positive, Marietta?
Which one you talking about?
No, I'm giving you some sign rules. Add 2 positive. What is your answer? Is it positive or negative?
If you add 2 positive,
Yes.
what you getting?
Is it positive or negative?
Negative.
2 positives add the
2
positive.
positives.
What's a plus
You say
5
you
and a
add 2
plus
positive.
7, Marietta? What's 5 plus 7?
5 plus 7,
Mhm.
11.
No. 5 plus 7. What's 5 plus 5?
10,
What's 2 and 10?
11, and 12.
Well, that's right. So 5 and 7 is just 2 more than 10. It's 12,
My
right?
mind is fast. My mind is fast. I think. You think? Mm-mm.
So when you add two positives, you get a positive. When
Okay.
you add two negatives,
Negative, you get
you get a
negative.
negative. That's why when
Okay.
Maureen, what she did, she added a minus 18
Uh-huh.
and she added a minus 11. This is addition, right?
Oh, she adds
Minus 11.
minus
And
18.
So Marietta,
go ahead.
Marietta,
Go ahead.
Yes, I'm there.
you used to go down by Miss Jean's school?
Huh?
You used to go down by the school in downtown?
Yeah.
M
Oh,
place.
God, I know by the time you come there, I realize your face, but you might not remember me.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
you
used to go
went to
downtown.
M place? Marietta, you
Yeah,
was
you used to
at
go
M place?
downtown.
Yeah, by the time I see the face.
Yeah, I
Okay,
used to go there.
Yeah.
okay, Marietta. So you were at the M place site. Who was your tutor
Where?
at M place?
I used to go there a long time ago, you know. And I can't remember the lady name.
Miss
We had two
Jean?
teachers. We had
Miss
two
Jean?
teachers. We had a man and a woman.
You had a man and a woman.
You used
Yeah.
to be down. You used to be downstairs.
Uh-huh.
You were
You
on
used
the
to be not.
second floor or downstairs.
Downstairs. We used to
Oh,
be
okay. So we
downstairs.
were on the second floor.
But I know her face though.
You know her face. Okay.
Yeah, by the time I said that went upstairs just now, so I can never see her.
All right.
I
Very
used to be
good.
upstairs then.
Okay. So these are just some sign rules now. When you add two negatives, your answer is negative. So that's how Maureen got minus 18 and minus 11. She got minus 29. So her answer was A. If you add two positives, in other words, if this was 18 plus 11, what do you get, Marietta? What's 18 plus 11? Marietta, 18
You
plus
talking to me?
11. Yes.
You talking to me?
Yes, Marietta. 18 plus
Sorry,
11.
I didn't. I'm 29.
That's it. And see, that's a positive. Now, the default is positive. So when it's positive, you don't have to put a sign on it. Okay? Because when it doesn't have a sign, that means it's positive. All right, now we've got a word problem. Okay, that was number 5.
Yeah.
Now we've got a word problem with sign.
Oh my God.
It's
That
not
one I
as
can't-
bad as it seems.
That's the only
Now-
one I didn't get to do because my man got some because it's therapy and I come back and they had to run this morning early again. So early at 5 o'clock. Because the people was helping me by 8 minutes, about 10 minutes to 8.
Bejan, Bejan, Barbados.
Okay, Maureen,
She's strong in
read.
that word, Baba.
Okay,
Okay.
read
I'll-
this, Maureen.
Alvin is always lost because he has no sense of direction and pay no attention to where he is going. After class on Tuesday, Alvin buddy invite him over to prepare for the science test. The next morning, he tell Alvin to walk 3 blocks north, 4 blocks west. After he leave the bus, and look for 388 on the red brick. The red brick, oh yeah, south.
Red brick house.
Oh, red brick house. And 4 blocks west, realizing he is completely lost.
No,
You start-
wait now. When Alvin leaves the bus,
Yeah, he walked 3 blocks south and 4 blocks west.
Okay.
Yeah.
keep going.
He was going 3 blocks north and 4 blocks west, so he went the other direction. He went south and east.
No, what did you say, Maureen?
The fella tell you to walk 3 blocks north and 4 blocks west. After he leave the bus, I look for 388 on the red brick house. When I then leave the bus, he walked 3 blocks south and 4 blocks west.
Realizing
Realizing he is completely lost, he started asking passengers for direction to the bus stop, hoping he can find his friend's house from there. A good-hearted elderly man walked him the 3 blocks north and 4 blocks east to get to the bus stop. He then walked Alvin to his friend's house and left Alvin with a comment that Alvin made him feel younger again. How many extra blocks did Alvin walk?
okay, so now you want to add up the blocks that he walked, and then you want to subtract what he should have walked from that, and that would be the extra, right? So the first step, he walked what?
7 blocks.
No, the first step he walked what? Well, the directions that his friend gave him to go
didn't
3
walk.
blocks north and 4 blocks west. But what
Yeah.
did he do? He walked 3 blocks south and 4 blocks west.
West.
So the 3 blocks south and 4 blocks west is how many blocks?
7.
7, right? 3 blocks south. Let me just copy that. Okay, 3 blocks south and 4 blocks west. Is equal to 7 blocks, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, after that, what did he do?
Okay, 3 blocks south, 4 west. After that, he walked. Okay. He walked 4 blocks. He walked 3 blocks south and 4 blocks west.
Okay, now what did he do after that when he met the elderly man? What did he do?
He walked 3 blocks north and 4 blocks east.
To get back to the bus stop, right? So let's just
Yeah.
put here north. So he's getting back to the bus stop, 4 blocks east.
Yeah.
That's how many blocks?
7.
That's another 7, right?
Yeah,
Then
that's
when he got to the
14.
bus stop, what did he do?
Okay. When he get to the bus stop, he then walks Alvin to his friend's home and leave.
Okay, and
Alvin,
what was the directions to the friend home? What directions did he give him? He said 3 blocks north and 4 blocks west, right? That's what the friend gave him. And that would be how many blocks?
7.
7, okay. So how many blocks is that?
21 blocks.
21. That total is 21 blocks, right? When you add this up, you get 21 blocks. How many blocks was he supposed to walk?
7.
So how many extra?
14.
That's it. 21 minus 7 equal 14 extra blocks. Got it? Marietta, you followed?
Yeah, I'm following.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it looks. You know, there's a lot of print there, but you just underline what you need. His original directions, He told him from the bus stop, go 3 blocks north, 4 blocks west. That's the original directions. But he went out of the way 7 blocks, and then he had to go back to the bus stop.
But then he had to go back.
That's right. The elderly man said, okay, he walked him back to the bus stop. And then from there, he said, well, let me follow the directions my friend gave me, 3 blocks north, 4 blocks west. So total of 21 blocks. So he was only supposed to walk 7. So he walked 14 extra blocks. Questions?
Mhm.
Maureen, is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, when you break it down, it's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
You
No.
break down the number of blocks he actually walked.
Mhm.
And that's a total of 21. But he was only supposed to walk 7, so extra would be 7 subtracted from 21. All right. Okay, now I think I have one. Okay. I have one problem I want you to do here. Okay, Marietta, read number 3. A proton, right here.
A proton has a charge of +1. An electron has a charge of -1. Find the total charge of an ion with 12 portion on
12
10,
protons,
12 protons and 10
electrons.
electron.
We know the proton is plus, and we know the electron is negative. Now, how would we add these, Marietta? How would we add these protons and electrons?
You say which one is
The
thing?
proton is positive. Right here, it tells you. Proton
Okay.
has a charge of +1. All right.
Uh-huh.
Electron has a charge of -1. So let's just underline.
So the 12 you have to add the 12?
So the 12 is a plus, right?
Yeah.
So the 12 protons, let's just put it here, 12 protons
And 10
equal
electrons.
to a +12, right? Because each proton is a +1. So
Yeah.
12 protons would be a +12. What about the electrons? Marietta, 10 electrons would be equal to what?
Equal to 10.
What sign?
Subtract.
So what would I write? 10 electrons would be equal to what? What value?
What value?
Mhm.
Mm,
Each electron is a -1. So 10 electrons will be equal to what?
equal to that one I didn't get it yet.
There is a negative.
Maureen, 10 electrons would be equal to what?
-10.
Okay, now tell Marietta how you got -10.
Yeah. How did you get it?
Because electrons is a negative and the protons is a positive, which is X,
Yes.
right?
See, 1 electron is equal to a
the-
-1, right? So 10 electrons would be 10 times a -1 or -10, right?
Okay.
1 electron is -1. 1 proton is equal to a +1,
Okay.
right? So if you have 10 of these, you got 10 negatives. If
Okay.
you've got 12 protons, you've got 12 positives.
Okay.
Okay, so now we want to add those. So what would that be? You're adding a +12 and a -10. So let me just put the plus here. +12. And you don't need an underline here. Okay. And a -10. So let's put -10. Now, what's the rule, Maureen, when you're adding unlike signs? What do you do?
the biggest number become like, I don't know.
Now give me the operations first. Do you add or you subtract?
You add,
Like and unlike, what do?
or subtract.
You subtract. So whenever you have unlike signs here, like a plus and a minus, you subtract, and then Maureen, you do what? You were telling me how you get the sign.
By using the biggest number sign.
I don't hear you.
By using the number that have the highest, by using the number that have the biggest sign.
Yeah.
Number 12, you have to use the 12.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you use the 12 because that's the bigger
Yeah,
number. It
you
has
use
a
the 12.
plus. So what would be
Mhm.
your answer, Maureen?
+2.
+2, right? So let me just put that over here. You
But I ain't
subtract.
get the bottom yet. I know about the top, but the bottom, how the bottom?
The bottom is minus.
Okay, all right.
So a 12 is bigger than 10. So
I can't hear what you saying.
Maureen, you're getting away from
Oh.
your mic. I don't know why.
oh, the 12 is bigger than the 10, so you use that sign.
The 12 is bigger than the 10, so
Same.
you use the sign of the number with a greater absolute value. And that's like disregarding the sign. Or another way, Marietta, think of it this way. You've got more positive than negative, right? You got 12 positive, you got 10 negative, so your answer has to be plus. You're on mute, Marietta, you're on mute. Marietta, you're on mute.
I heard you now.
Okay, so
But
I'm
I don't,
saying,
I wasn't, I didn't mute it.
okay, see, so whenever you're adding unlike signs, you subtract. All right, so that means 10 subtract from 12. Now, how do you determine the sign? The sign, like Maureen said, the number,
No, that one,
the
the
bigger
12 is
number,
bigger. Yeah, the
right,
12 is bigger.
absolute value, and it has a plus. But another
Uh-huh.
way is saying if I've got more plus than minus, my answer would be plus. I've got
Okay.
12 plus and 10 negative, so my result, my answer's got to be
It
plus.
will be 2. 2.
Yeah, so that would be your answer, +2.
Okay.
That's your answer.
Okay. Okay.
You got it?
Listen now. Yeah, the bottom.
Okay.
The bottom is less.
Yeah. Now, Marietta, let me give you another number. If you had a minus 30, okay. And I want to add to this a plus 20. What would be my answer? What would be the answer, Marietta?
Wait a minute.
It's mental math.
So
A minus 30 and a plus 20.
okay. It will be a 1 plus minus 1.
Are you
Because
getting a minus 1?
30 is bigger than the oh, the plus is bigger. Sorry. I'm
No.
sorry.
No. The
The
30 is
30 is
bigger,
bigger than-
absolute value. When you say bigger, absolute value means you're not looking at the sign. So the 30 is bigger and it's negative, but you
Yeah.
have to subtract. So what's 30 minus 20, Marietta?
30 minus, what is it?
30 minus 20.
Oh, 30 minus 20. You get 10.
10. Be plus
Yeah.
or minus?
You get a 10. You get
Yeah,
a
so what would be the
10,
sign?
10 minus.
You mean minus 10.
Minus 10.
Yeah.
Minus 10. Okay, so you subtract the 20 from the 30, you get 10.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
But the 30 is the bigger number and it has a negative.
I know.
It would be negative. Also, you've got more negative than positive, so your answer would
Yeah.
be negative. Got it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we have to do some more work on the sign numbers, okay? Now
Okay.
we're going to another topic. Have you ever heard of PEMDAS?
No.
Okay, don't worry, Maureen is gonna help you out. Maureen, what is PEMDAS?
PEMDAS is like, please excuse, you mean like that, right?
Tell me what the P means.
Parentheses.
Okay, so Maureen is telling you about PEMDAS. So let's just put PEMDAS. P, and Maureen
Parentheses.
told you that's parenthesis. Right? And what about the E? What is E?
Exponents.
E is exponents.
Exponents.
You know what exponents are, Marietta? What is exponent?
Hmm?
Exponent. When we say exponent, what are we talking about? Powers, right? Powers that a number is raised to. Well, you'll see it when we get some examples here. So
Okay.
that's parenthesis, exponents. What about M, Maureen?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So this is the order of operations. Multiplication. And now we're at D. Maureen, what's D?
Division.
Division. Okay. And A,
Adding.
Addition.
addition. This is the meaning of the PEMDAS. And then S is
Subtraction.
subtraction. So all PEMDAS is order of operation.
Operation.
Right? The order in which you do the math. Okay. So PEMDAS, that should be a P. And that's order of operations. Okay? So when you give an expression, Marietta, and it has parentheses, has exponents, it has multiplication, division, addition, subtraction, you do them in the order that they appear. In other words, you do the parentheses first, then the exponents, then multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. But multiplication and division, it doesn't always have to be in this order because you're doing it from left to right. And I'll show you some examples. And the same for addition and subtraction. Okay. So we don't need underline here. Okay. So now PEMDAS. And as Maureen said, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You may want to remember it as that. Let's see, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, so you still have P, E. Okay, there's the P. There's P.
PEMDAS.
There's P, there's E, there's
Parentheses.
M, there's D, there's A, there's S. Okay. So there's a couple of ways you can remember it as PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, but it still all means the order, parentheses,
Operation.
exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Now, there's some PEMDAS rules I want to go over. Because even though we have the PEMDAS and we have the order, these are sometimes reversed because it's a left to right for multiplication and division and addition and subtraction. So we'll look at some examples, okay? So you start with parentheses. And you could have parentheses, you could have brackets, you could have braces, but you're going to do the parentheses first. And then if you have brackets, the brackets, and we'll look at brackets, then you do, but parentheses always first. And then if you have brackets or braces or whatever, you do those afterwards, okay? Now, exponential, that's the E. You do that before you do multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Those are powers. So, Marietta, are you familiar with powers? Let me just give you something here. If you had 2, and let's let's see, raised to the third power. Okay, let me make that bigger. Okay, now, what does that mean, Marietta? 2 to the third power. What is that equal to?
That one, I don't know that one yet.
Okay, all right. Now, that's okay. Maureen, what does 2 to the third power mean?
2 to the third power mean multiply 2, you multiply 2 3 times.
Yeah, you're going to multiply 2 by itself 3
That's
times.
3 times.
Just like Maureen said.
Like 2
that
2s is
means
4, 4
2
2s is 8.
times 2
Is 4.
times 2. So the
4
power
times 2 is
represents the number of times you multiply the base. So 2 is the base, 3 is the power. So you multiply the base by itself 3 times. It's a multiplication. So, Marietta, what's 2 times 2 times 2?
2 times 2 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
2, 2, so 4. 6.
No, I didn't say
You're
add. Now, this
multiplying.
multiplication.
Oh,
What's 2
Okay.
times 2, Marietta?
2 times 2 is 4.
And what's 4 times 2?
Is 6 to me.
No, you
Eight.
adding.
Is 8.
8. 2 times
Okay.
2 is 4, and 4 times 2 is 8.
Yeah.
In other words, 4 and 4 is 8. You got 2
Mhm.
steps of 4 saying that's 8. Okay. So
Now
that's
I
what
understand.
you understand
now
now.
I
That's what the
understand.
powers
Yeah.
mean. See,
Now
this
I understand.
2,
Because I always seen the numbers on top. I want to know how you doing, how you going about it.
okay, so let me just tell you, whenever you have exponents, you have a base and you have a power. So 2 is the base here, right?
Okay.
3 is the power.
Mhm.
3 is the power. So when you say power, that's the same as saying exponent, all
Okay.
right? So you take the base and you raise it to a power.
Mhm.
That means you take the base, you multiply it by itself the number of times that the exponent has.
Mhm.
All right, so let me give you another one. If you had 3, and let me just put a 2 here. Okay. Now, what is that equal to? All right, so what's 3 to the second power? Just give me the answer. What's
So
that
you
equal
have
to?
to multiply by 2. 3 times 2 times.
That's right. So that's 3 times 3. And what's that equal to?
9.
9. That's it. You got it. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Let's take one more. If you had 2, and let's make this a 4. Power is 4, right? Now, what is that equal to?
You have to multiply it by 4 times.
Right. Okay. So I multiplied 2 by itself 4 times. And what would that
It's
be equal
16.
to? Okay. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So 2 times 2 is what? You gave me the answer.
Yeah, 16.
Right. Okay. Very good. Okay. 16. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16. So now you understand what the power is.
Yeah, I understand that one, but this one I having a little problem with those.
Which one?
This one, 32 plus 2/4 divided by 4
Okay. Well, we're going to get to
times.
those. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's the only one I have in
Okay,
problem
we're
with.
gonna
I
get to
understand that
those.
one already.
Okay, very good. Okay, so that's what the exponents mean, all right? And we do that before we do the multiplication, division, subtraction, and addition, okay?
Yeah.
All right, now, Whenever you're doing multiplication and division, you always go from left to right. So even though we said PEMDAS and we had M, then D, sometimes you do the division first because it's a left to right exercise. Got it? Left to right. And we'll look at that. And the same for addition and subtraction. So remember these rules. PEMDAS, multiplication, division, left to right, whichever one comes first. And the same for addition and subtraction. Now, knowing that, okay, now I gave you an example here. I want you to apply the rules. 32 plus 2 to the 4th, and that's a division sign, divided by 4 times 3 to the 3rd, plus, this is in brackets, and brackets has parentheses, 10 minus 6 plus 24 divided by 4 plus 14, all divided by 6 in brackets. Now, which one do we do first, Marietta? Based on our rules, what do we do first?
The one that comes first is 32.
We do the parentheses first, right?
Yeah.
See, these are parentheses. That's a parenthesis. That's a left paren, right paren. Over here, that's a bracket. So you have a bracket. All of this is in a bracket. But within the bracket, we have parentheses. See, so you have all of this right here is in parentheses. You got it? Okay, so we do what's in parentheses first, but within the parentheses, we do what, Maureen? What do we do in the parentheses first?
The multiplication.
No,
Division.
no,
Addition first.
no. Exponents.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, PEM,
Oh, yeah.
DAS.
Oh, yeah.
So within the parentheses, you're going to do the exponents first. 2 to the
Yes.
4 and 3 to the 3.
Mhm.
3 to the 3rd power, 2 to the 4th power. So we're going to do those first. And you
2
just
to the
said
4th
2 to the
power.
4th was 16, right?
Yeah.
You gave me that. So I just have 2 to the 4 and I put 16. What's 3 to the 3rd power, Marietta? What's that?
Which one you talking about?
3 to the 3rd. 3 times 3 times 3. What's that equal to?
3 times 3 times 3
Yes. What's 3 times 3?
is 9.
What's 9 times 3? 9 plus
You
9
said 3
plus
times. You said 3 times 3 times 3, right? 3
Right.
times.
I want you to do it mathematics now, not calculator.
27.
27. That's right. Now, it would help to go back to your timetable so you remember these. And you have to do them.
I know, because I have a granddaughter and I have to do.
Yeah, you know, some of these things you can just kind of figure out.
Yeah, I used to do it and think, but you know, already when you're getting older, it doesn't.
Yeah, I understand. That's what Mom say. It doesn't stick like it used to, right? Okay, no problem. Now 3 times 3 times, you see, we have the 27. So we've taken care of our exponents, right? Now, what do we do next, Maureen? We did our exponents. What's next? We still within our parentheses. So what do we do next?
Okay, we
I'm
divide.
just working right with these. Go ahead, Maureen. Oh,
Okay.
you were saying it right. Go ahead.
Do we divide?
Yeah, you divide because we said left to right. So you're going to do this 16 divided by 4, right?
Yeah.
And then you do the multiplication. So we'll take care of this parenthesis. 16 divided by 4 is 4.
Mhm.
We have 4 times 27. We do our multiplication. That's 108. And then we do our last step, adding. And we get for that first parenthesis expression, we get 140. Did everybody follow me on that one?
That one, I'm baffled about it.
Okay, okay, let's go back. Let's go back and go really slow. Okay, let's
You-
start back up here. Now, we said we do the exponent first, right?
We
So
we
the-
was at 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 is
That's the
27.
27. And then we did the
Okay.
2 to the 4th. That's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And back over here, you told me that was 16, right?
16, yeah.
So I put the 16 here and I put the 27.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
completes the exponents, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's the next step? Maureen told me the next step. What was the next step, Maureen? I'm still in the parentheses.
So let me ask you a question.
Multiply.
You
No, Maureen, you got to divide first.
Yeah, we divide.
Yeah, you said that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, 16 divided by 4. And right here,
It's-
you got the 4.
4, yes.
And then you multiply 4 times the 27. That's 108. And then you add your last step, and then 108 and 32 is 140. Now, Marietta, you had a question.
Yeah, I was saying about the 4. You bring down the you take, so you bring down the 4.
Yeah, the 4 was original in the original
Okay.
problem, in the original expression
Okay,
right here.
that's
So
what
I
I had
just
want to
bring
know.
down that 4. Now, like Maureen said, I do my division. 16 divided by 4, and that gives
It's
me
20.
4.
Okay.
You got it in the blue. That's the 4. Then the
Okay.
multiplication.
Okay. 16 divided by 4 is 27.
16 divided by 4 is 4.
It's 4.
Okay. Oh, okay. All
Right?
right.
Isn't
All right.
16 divided by 4, 4? 4 times
Okay.
4 is 16. Then you do multiplication. 4 times 27, that's 108.
Then 8.
And then you add that to 32. That means that first parenthesis expression gives you 140. Questions, Mariana? We're only doing this first right here. We're only doing this one. We'll get to the next one with the brackets.
Okay.
So 32 plus 2 to the 4th divided by 4 times 3 to the 3rd gives you 140.
40. Okay.
You have any questions on that one, Marietta?
No.
Okay, so we took care of this parentheses, we took care of our powers, we took care of our division, we took care of our multiplication, we took care of our addition. Now we're going to this part that you add. All right. Now,
What you trying to do? You trying to kill me today?
no. Oh, Marietta, this
Yes.
is being recorded so you can go to YouTube and look at it again.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right.
Because if you
Yeah,
miss
I'll go
something
YouTube
here,
and think.
see, I upload this recording to YouTube because
Okay.
I found that some of my students like to go back through it,
Okay.
at
All
their
right.
own
I'll
pace.
go for it.
Yeah, you make at your own pace. Now
Yeah.
let's just look at the other bracket. Now for the bracket, we do our parentheses first. So look at this one. You see 10 minus 6 plus 24 divided by 4 plus 14. All of that is in parentheses, right? So we want to do that first. So what do we do first, Maureen? Right here.
We divide.
Yeah, you divide because
Yeah.
24 divided by 4. Remember, you go from
It's 6.
left to right, and that's
Yeah.
a 6. So
Yeah.
now you have 6 plus
Plus.
6 plus 14 divided by 6, right?
Mhm.
Then do your subtraction because you're finishing up this parentheses, right? 10
Yeah.
minus 6 is what?
4.
4. So down here, you've got a 4 plus 6 plus 14. And 4 plus 6 is what?
10.
10. 10 plus 14 divided by
24.
16. 10 and 14 is 24. What's 24 divided by 6?
4.
4. All right. So you add the 140 from the first parenthesis to the 4 we got in the second one, and your answer is 144.
4.
add the totals from the two expressions, and you get 144.
Mhm.
Marietta, did you follow me on that second one?
Yeah, I'm following you. But
Okay.
anyhow, you tell me to go on YouTube. I'll go on
Yeah,
YouTube
yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'll
but
continue
Maureen
myself.
told you right here, because we're doing the parentheses, but she said do the division. 24
Yeah.
divided by 4 is 6.
It's 4.
Right?
6.
Now
Okay.
you keep doing what's in parentheses, and that's what 10 minus 6 is 4. Then you do your adding, that's a 10, then add the 14. That gave you what, 24. 10 and 14 is 24. Then we do our division, 24 divided by 6, and that's a 4. That takes care of the bracket, right?
Okay.
Okay. I know this one seems a little long, but the thing is, it's touching all your steps, your parentheses, your brackets, your addition, your subtraction, your division, and your powers, exponents. See, everything in PEMDAS is in this example. So I thought it was a good one to try. And like I say, you can go through it again on YouTube, get more of a clarification.
I'm still in class.
Questions on what we just went over? I think there's just one more we want to do.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now this one, all right. Based on what I just said, now all I want you to do is tell me which operation should be done first, Marietta. You see this? Which should be done first? Brackets, parentheses, braces.
Which one are you talking about?
Number one,
Number one.
choose the operation that should be done first, based on the rules I just gave you. Now, the difference now, parentheses, that's the 5 plus 3, that's in parentheses, right?
Okay.
The braces are right here. Those are the braces. The brackets are these little squigglies, all right? Now, which
So we
should be
have to
done
go-
first? Brackets, parentheses, braces, A, B, or C? What would you say?
I think it's B.
All right, very good. Okay, that's it, B. B, parentheses, you do that first, okay? So good, that means you were listening. Marietta, you got that one. Yeah, you do your parentheses before you do your brackets and your braces.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna stop here. Any questions on anything we've gone over?
No.
No.
Okay, so Marietta, thank you for joining. You did good today. Okay,
Thank-
and like I say,
I got to brush up on my times table and look for my glasses. I have to go and get the glasses. I ain't go get it yet
oh, okay, yeah.
because I
Well,
can't read without glasses.
now this whole session we went over. I email. Oh, Marietta, I need your email.
Martin Marietta.
You have an email address?
Huh?
Do you have an email address?
My email address is 376 East 94th Street, apartment A19, Brooklyn.
Wait.
New York, zip code
What is
11212.
your email address? Can you put it in
My
the chat?
email address is 376 East 94th Street.
No, she don't want that.
No, your email address that I can
Her
email.
email is like
Not
something,
your
you know, like
home
you got
address,
like
you know, like something at
you got like
Yahoo
Marriott
or AOL or
at
Gmail.
62.com.
Marietta Martin at 426 at gmail.com.
Mary S. No space, right?
No, Martin Marietta, no space.
What is it? Marietta.
Martin Marietta.
Oh, Martin, your last name come first. Martin,
Yeah.
Marietta, what's the number?
426
426
at gmail.com.
Gmail. Okay, because I send you this session. All right, this whole session we went over. I email it plus your homework for Monday. You'll get that too. All
I'm
right.
going to beat you. I'm going to beat you.
What's the matter?